Right, so we will start now vector addition. Already we studied in this chapter that what is position vector and displacement vector. Okay, so position vector is the location of a point. It is giving us location of a point with reference to axis. Then we wait for displacement vector, which is giving us the change in position. Okay, what it gives us the change in position of a particular object or point from its initial point to final point. Right, very good. And what I told you that where I created that one object is there, it was having initial position P, and at any other time it is having initial position P dash, and then from O it is having like this. So OP and OP dash and this PP dash is the displacement vector. Now you can see here what it is there. So as addition of vector I told you that OP plus PP, so along with its head, correct? Okay, actually that head should be made at the end, and this head also we should make here. Here we should make. Okay. So now OP is a vector. Now in this OP vector, what you have made its tail here and head here. Now another vector PP dash, what is the displacement vector? You have joined P and P dash, so you have started from head, its head, and ending there in tail. Another one, what you have joined, so from where you started, initial point and final point what you have reached, you have just joined, and what has given you? It is giving you OP, okay, plus OP. No, sorry. It is what OP dash is equal to OP plus PP dash. Okay, and this is a vector. Now what it is? PP dash is the displacement vector. Okay, so PP dash is the displacement vector. So what it is? OP dash. This OP will come this side. So minus it will become OP. So that only will become displacement vector. Okay, so how it is added? It is added in the same triangle law of addition. Right? Okay, let us see. So now we will be going for addition of vectors. Addition of vectors. Okay, so general addition you have already seen that if two vectors are to be added, then one vector has to be created along with head and tail. The another vector which has to be joined, its initial point should start from the head of the previous vector, and the final vector, resultant vector, we can find out by joining the initial point of previous vector and final point of the another vector. So here this will be A plus B. Now you have understood that how negative vector is there. Okay, magnitude will become negative how? Okay, so when you are reversing the direction of vector, its magnitude is minus. Okay, and the same vector can be added here like this, and it will become A plus minus B vector, which can further be written as A minus B. Okay, but we will not be calling it as that. This process is called subtraction of vector. It is addition of vector only. Okay, so addition of A vector plus addition of minus B vector, which is having reverse direction. That's all. Okay, right. Let us study about the triangle law of addition. Actually, there are three laws of additions of vector. Three laws of addition of vectors, which are very important. Okay, and then first one is triangle law of addition. Triangle law of addition. Second is parallelogram. Very good. Parallelogram, law of addition of vectors. And third one, polygon law. Law of addition of vectors. Okay. So what we discussed earlier, this type of addition, it is called actually triangle law of addition. Right. So in triangle law, we are creating a triangle. We are creating a triangle by making the two vectors to join together in this fashion, and then third side is the resultant vector which gives the addition. So A plus B. Just I am giving you an overview. So this is triangle law, correct? Then we will be going for parallelogram law. So in triangle law, what it is there? If two vectors are represented by two sides of a triangle. Okay. If two vectors are represented by two sides of a triangle, then the third side will be the sum of the other two sides. That is the definition. Okay. So what is triangle law? Here itself we will be writing. So if two sides of a triangle are represented by two vectors. Okay? If two sides of a triangle are represented by two vectors, then the third side will represent sum of the two vectors. Right? Understood, Raghavan? Okay, note it down. Right? Okay. Now I will tell you about parallelogram law of vectors. Parallelogram law of addition. Then we will derive one expression. Another law is parallelogram law. Just I will tell you the basics of that. Triangle law you have understood? So in a triangle, three sides used to be there. So in that three sides, two sides we have to represent by given vector. The third side will automatically represent sum of the two vectors. Okay. Parallelogram law of addition. You know what is a parallelogram? What is a parallelogram?
Four sides, opposite sides are equal.
Okay. So opposite sides are parallel and equal. Okay. Parallelogram means parallel word has to be there 100%. Okay. So a parallelogram is a geometrical figure. It is a geometrical figure like circle, triangle, square and rectangle, everything comes under parallelogram. So a parallelogram is a geometrical figure in which opposite sides are equal and parallel. This is important. Okay. So opposite sides are parallel and equal. So suppose in this parallelogram what it is said? It is said that if two sides of a parallelogram, two consecutive sides, okay, not opposite side, two consecutive sides, suppose if it is represented by this A vector is represented by one side of a parallelogram and B is represented by another side of a parallelogram. Okay? Then, so when you are drawing a parallelogram, so it will be like this. Suppose it is P, Q, R, S. So P, Q, R, S is a parallelogram. In that parallelogram, P, Q is one side and Q, R is another side. So what you need to do, you need to represent the two vectors what you are given. You have to represent in consecutive sides. Okay, not that A is here and B is there. So this tail, both their tail should join each other. Understood? Now the diagonal of the parallelogram, this diagonal of the parallelogram will represent the sum of these two vectors. Sum of these two vectors. It is similar to triangle law. You can see that QSR, QRS is a triangle only. In triangle, what we have said? We have said that if two vectors are represented by two sides of a triangle, the third side will give the sum of the two vectors. Here also the same thing it is there. Why same thing it is there? Because this A vector PQL in definition of parallelogram, what it says? Opposite sides are parallel and equal. So this RS is also equal to A only. Okay, so it will be A only. So now, as per triangle law, B plus A, so it is A plus B only. So this will be the resultant vector. This will be the resultant vector. Okay. So it is vector addition is different, man. You have to understand. Vector addition is a difference. Okay. Suppose you are having some 5 kg some object in this container. Okay, you are adding some 10 kg again in this container, and then total when it is asked, you are telling that 15 kg. Simply we are adding 10 plus 15, 10 plus 5, and it is becoming 15. But that type of addition is not there in vector. In vector it will be different. Okay, what difference is there that we will see. But its magnitude and direction, everything has to be taken into consideration. Understood? Okay. So now this parallelogram law is representing actually triangle law only, basic of triangle law only. But what it is there? We are representing the vector with two consecutive sides of parallelogram, and the diagonal will give you. Diagonal will be giving you the sum of these two vectors. Understood? Okay. So can we write the statement? Right. So we can write the statement that if two vectors are represented by two consecutive or adjacent, two consecutive or adjacent sides of a parallelogram, then the diagonal will represent sum of the two vectors, which is also called as resultant vector, Okay, right. So here QS is R is A vector plus B vector. QS is the diagonal. QS is the diagonal. Okay.
Sir, What is R vector?
R means resultant. Resultant. Okay, R means resultant. Final. Here also I have written, which is also called as resultant vector. Okay, note it down. Right. The other third law, which is called polygon law. So you can see that same triangle law is being depicted everywhere in each and every law. If we have understood triangle law, so we will be able to understand each and everything. Another law is there that is called polygon law. And what polygon law says, in triangle law we have seen addition of two vectors. In parallelogram law we have seen addition of two vectors. But suppose if we are given more number of vectors, if we are given two or more than two vectors, then in that case, if suppose one vector is this one, another vector is this one, then another vector is this one, another vector D. So it will be creating one type of polygon, correct or not? Okay. Then what will be the sum of the vectors? Then we need to find the sum of the vectors. What it will be the sum of the vectors? So you can say that when you are going for A plus B, so you will be getting like this, A plus B. Right? Now A plus B plus C. So this will give you what? A plus B plus C. Yes or no? Then this will be giving you what? A plus B plus C plus D. Okay. This will be giving you A plus B